Hello, hello, hello. How we diddling? Long time no see, everyone. I hope you're all well. Sorry, I've not been streaming much lately. Been trying to finish off my PhD. Not long to go on that now, so we are getting there. Cannot wait for that to be done. So let's get sorted. We need to start up PFPX, and you may have seen my post earlier on about what flight we might be doing. Well, a decision has been made, and we will be doing London Gatwick to Innsbruck, and the request has been made that we do the localizer DME approach for runway 26 and then circle to land on the opposite direction on runway 08. So that is what we shall do. So let me put this, no, not that one, let's put that one on there like that. And ta-da, as if by magic it works. So the flight is real world British Airways 2690, which I'm hoping is there. There it is. And we can go plan flight. Alrighty, so the registration is MEDO. It's that one there. A320 standard configuration. We're going to go with a random payload in there. We've got the Cirrus fuel there. The route we'll have a look at in a moment, just when we check everything's looking good here. So it's nearly, what, 3 o'clock Zulu. So let's go for it off the blocks of, I don't know, 15:30. And then a departure time of 15:45. That might be a little bit daft. We might be off well before then. So speedbird 51 kilo. That's all right. We got the date in there. Takeoff there is good. Landing, we've got runway 08 there, which is good. So it's figured that out already. Our alternate is Munich, and we'll sort that out in a moment as well. So route. Now I tried this just before I left work, and the route broke basically because it put in, yeah, and it's done it there as well. It's put in this really weird waypoint there, and I don't know why it's done it. And the problem with that is if I now go into CFMU validate, unknown designator of course, so what we need to do is find that waypoint, get rid of it, it's because I want that one and I want that one. Alright, oh, here we go. Here we go. Flipping heck. It's all going wrong already. I want the wizard and I want the Zeb, and then I want it can calculate that itself. Min cost auto. $15.45 find. Now we'll do the CFMU. Segment is too long. Maximum is 0 nautical miles. Eh? L2 to Manor. Oh, it's down there. Oh, why didn't I save the route I got earlier on? Arg! Arg, arg, arg. See, why is it changing that? I want to be on there. Going off 26 right, yeah. Find. Let's just do that then, because it's not cleared it, has it? Donkey. We'll get there. Find. That's probably going to give us a warning because we're not getting. Yeah, exactly, because we haven't got a connection to Wizard. But that's roughly what we want to be doing. Let's hang on a minute. So we've got that in. That's incorrect. That is incorrectly, should I say? We've done that. That's fine. Minimum cost. Step climb if we need. No weight adjust. Let's change that to that then. And then go find. Right, let's put that waypoint in again, which we can get rid of. Build. Now that's not looking a million miles from what I got before at work. Dover to Conan. It's too long. I don't think I've got this set up the same as I have on my laptop. I think that might be the problem. Let's do it without SIDS then. And let's do a min cost find. Wow. Perhaps let's not do that. Can you give me a sensible route, BFPX? No. Why is it giving me really retarded routes here? I don't understand. Arg, 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 arg. Let's try minimum distance then. I'm not expecting this to work. Oh, well that's more sensible. That's a hell of a lot more sensible. Still got this stupid waypoint. That can bugger off. The reason that's a problem is because we're transitioning from lower airspace to upper airspace and you can't do it there. So that's probably why that's failing actually. Why is it even giving me routes that are invalid? See, it shouldn't even be that as well. Flight level, basically anything. Traub. Must be a long route waypoint. Right, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to SimBrief, which is what I should have used all along. BA2690. In fact, that probably doesn't really matter. Right, so I'm just going to quickly key this in on the other screen. So you won't be able to see this, so apologies for that. But and then I'm going to copy the route over. EDDM. Going to do that. Right, that's a reasonably sensible route. Copy. Close. Don't really care because I'm going to overwrite it. Paste. Build. Alright, so that's reasonable. Will that pass a validation? So I've paid all this money for PFPX and it can't build a route as good as a bit of freeware software called SimBrief. Wow. I'm sure it's me who's keyed it in wrong somewhere and I've done something that's cocked it up, but you know, if the software's not intuitive enough that you can't cock it up, that you can cock it up, sorry, you know, it's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. Read the manual, Simon. That's probably what I should do. Let's find a route here, and actually, that's possibly. Yeah, I'm not overly convinced about this because if we have to go right, oh mind you, our minimums are called before we make the base turn, aren't they? So yeah, we could fly back out the valley. Okay, so let me just show you what I'm on about here then. Let's get the charts downloaded. So for now, am I happy with this? Yes, I think I am. Don't dare click anything else because it'll just balls it up again, won't it? Right, cool. Okay, that's in. Now, I would like I've not got my takeoff performance calculator anymore, have I? Or have I? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. That could be a problem. Where's my FSX reinstall folder? Which drive did I put that on? Oh, come on. Oh, this is a terrible stream. God, you can tell I'm out of practice, can't you? Crikey. Crikey, he's got me arm. Okay, fine. Not that one. That was a free calculator I had and I've completely forgotten what it was called. It wasn't Utopia. QSim Planner. It wasn't that.
Please click allow to play
Oh
the
god,
video.
oh no, I didn't want to go on that website. It's
Please
just
click
spam the crap out of Chrome.
Please click allow
Saying
to
you've got to
play
click
the
allow,
video.
you've got to click this, you've got to click
Please
that.
click
No,
allow.
I'm not clicking any of that shit. God, can I report that website? That's terrible. Whatever the hell that was. Okay. Ah, this is it. This is the one, this is the one, this is the one. Where's the download button? Oh, I don't know because it's all in Russian. There it is. Yes. TPC, that was it. Probably could have guessed that. Windows cannot detect. Oh, you are joking, Symantec. Oh, the most bloody annoying bit of software on the planet. Right, okay, so view quarantine. Oh, it goes nuts at flipping anything you don't. Look, Navigraph infected file. It's just not though, is it? Restore. Go away. I'm not searched by date. Oh, it's just not done anything today. Well, it has, because it's just deleted TPC, hasn't it? Oh, piece of shit. Right. Easy mode. Disable. There we go. Works. Let's get rid of that. Right, okay. Jesus. Couldn't really make it up, could you? Right, okay, so we're getting there. We are getting there, I promise you, I promise you. So now we have some charts. We have some charts. So let's go to Innsbruck. And we will be doing the LOC DME East, which is this one. So we'll be coming in, on insecting the ILS, coming in, blah, 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 blah. Standard, yeah? But that's runway 26. We will be landing on runway 08. So at 4.2 DME from Innsbruck, we turn left, heading 230. See if I can zoom in a bit there. Turn left, heading 230, 3,700 feet on the local QNH. We then get very close to the side of this valley. You'll see that is a 5,000 foot contour. We're at 3,700 feet. That is well above us and very, very close to us. So we get as close as we dare to the side of this valley. And then turn right on heading 264. And we aim for the church. When we overfly the church, we start a nice standard rate right-hand turn, which you'll see here is at DME 3.5 miles. So 3.5 miles to the church, which means that when we finish this turn, we're going to be 2.5, maybe 3 at a push miles from the actual runway. If you don't turn hard enough, you hit this, the other side of the valley. If you turn too tight, you probably won't have enough room to then pull it back in and recenter. If you descend too low, you crash. If you're too high, you've not got enough room to descend, and then you have to go around and you have to come out and do the go around procedures, which involve flying back out on the backtrack for the ILS, intersect here at 4.4 miles, and then you turn right and come back around and try again. So it's a bit of a fruity approach. A bit of a fruity approach indeed. Thankfully we're in a bus, so we have auto trim. That will help massively. And we'll be looking for that. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to have 26 I've just realised something. Did this put us going off 26 right? Oh no, 26 left. Oh, it's alright. Don't panic. Don't panic, Captain Mannering. Right, okay, so 26 right. Sorry, 26 left, 26 left. Jeez. AdMag 2 X-ray is what we're probably going to be on. But what I want is I want the runway data. In fact, so it's not that, is it? It's ref. No, it's not ref. Airport briefing, airport briefing, airport briefing. Randomly click buttons until you find the thing you want. There we are, 26 left. So we have 3,316. 3316. Which I think we can get away with actually keying that in. Airport elevation is 203 feet. Wind component, very good question. So we're going to need the meta for EGKK. Which is currently 320.11 knots, variable 290350. Wow. So 320. So the runway heading is what's the runway heading? 258. Wind direction is 320. Speed was 11 knots, which gives us a crosswind component of 10 knots. Headwind is that one there. Outside air temperature, it's not warm round here, is 7 degrees. QNH is 1010. Takeoff weight is zero fuel weight, takeoff weight 63,608. Flaps 1, aircraft anti-ice will be on engine only. Runway condition is dry. No, didn't like that. 3316. So 3316 be there. And there's our takeoff speeds. Excellent. Okay. So from this, what I want to do is release that. Forgotten how you get your oh, let's put that on there. Export, that's what I wanted to do. EGKK-LOWI. Airbus flight plans, that's there as well. That's there. Save. 3 routes saved. That looks promising. So let's pull up. What is that? Pull up active sky. Don't know where that just threw a wobble. Flight plan, we can load that from my downloads. Pretty sure it just saved it to downloads, didn't it? Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. That's not my FSX folder. Oh, that's my FSX folder. That was weird. Right, that looked more promising. Saved it to documents. There it is. There we go. Find it. Key in the alternate there. Cool, that's Active Sky done. PFPX is done. We've done our takeoff performance calculation. I need to do BA virtual, so let's go back to our route. It's going to be that one. Cruise level is flight level. Good question. Operational flight plan. Cruise level is 370. Turn it as EDDM. Confirm. Excellent. Okay, so that's that in there as well now. So that can close that. Can close that. Right. Holy moly. Ready to load FSX after all that. Wow. So what on earth is that crap? That's why it wasn't loading. No, don't care about that. Probably want to load up vPilot. That'd be good, wouldn't it? And I'm going to want to load in the flight plan. There it is. Okay. Progress is being made. Yes, yes. That's because I now have the charts. Yay. So we're going to be on, I'm expecting the ADMAG 2 X-ray. Now, is there any air traffic, oh rip, is there any air traffic control on is the next question. Our survey says, yes, we have London South and Centre, we have ground and tower. So we've got a fairly good cohort of stuff there. So, just kick the rudder pedals. So we are going to have some ATC today, which is nice. I don't think there's going to be any at Innsbruck. There is tower down at Salzburg, actually. We might do that as the next flight. Fly from Innsbruck to Salzburg. Won't be a real world BA flight, obviously, but it could be quite good fun. I've just clicked the wrong button, haven't I? Oh my god, so slow. So slow. Ah, I've just realised you can't see that. For some reason it doesn't capture that window. There we go. Oh god, why have I got the circle of death? Load. Yes, I very much do want to move us to there. Okay, so let's have a look at the ground chart. We want to be... I'll take 35. I quite like this little pier over here. 35's a heavy, 34's a medium. Yeah, I'll take 34 then. Which reminds me, notepad and pen. And fly now. There's quite a bit of control on in the UK at the moment. We've got tower and radar at Manchester, we've got radar at Birmingham, and then we've got London South Centre on. Not much in Europe, just Salzburg Tower, Frankfurt Tower, Amsterdam delivery and ground, Copenhagen Tower and radar. There's normally a lot more people on a Friday afternoon. I'll get busy a bit later, it's probably still a bit early actually. There's quite a bit going on in Hong Kong. Guangzhou Tower's on. Echian Tower and ground. Where the hell is that? Oh, that's Beijing, of course it is. I was so zoomed in I couldn't quite see what I was looking at. So there's Beijing, there's Chonburi, which is that Thailand? Vietnam. Singapore Tower is on. Jakarta. Gosh, I've not seen anyone down there before. It's pretty cool. Cairo controls on. Cairo controls always on. They're very reliable. Samara Center is on over in Russia. Wow. Oh, and Edinburgh's on as well, I missed him. Jolly good. Come on, auto-generating scenery, sort your life out. Oh, there we go, we're getting that. Throttle's back, that's always good. I always have my throttle stick pushed all the way forwards because if I'm typing, it gets in the way of my arm. It's quite funny if it loads up not cold and dark and your throttle's forward, because FSX just assumes that, oh, you mean full power, and doesn't go through the full spool up of the engines. It just assumes that it started with full power, and you go ka-flying. And Porto approach on as well. Here we go. Well, I've got no sound. I suppose probably won't have any sound yet, will I? So let's have a look-see outside-y. Wow, that's shiny. It's not the reg we're technically flying. We're flying Meadow, but that'll do for now. So let's clear that off. Let's connect to TwatSim. We're in Speedbird 51 Kilo, which is an Airbus A320, connected. File the flight plan. Excellent. So, have we got chase plane working? We have. So let's have a look at the aircraft doors. No, won't let me do that. Ground services will let me do that. Yes, we'll have some cones and some chocks. We'll have some external power. Will the co-pilot work today? Willie Chuff. And we're on February's database. That's good. We'll align the IRS and the company route. And what did it save it as? There's a good question. Bus flight plans. Okay, it did save it as a sensible name. EGKK-LOWI 01. We're in BA 2690. Cost index 15. Cruise flight level of 370. Alternate is Mution. Just goes in there. Awesomes, awesomes, awesomes. We're getting there, we're getting there. Have we got any other traffic around us? Let's have a look at the top down. There's a Wizz Air there. Look, that looks pretty cool. No, I am noticing we don't have any sound at all. Let's put that on. Jennings, Pax. Hang on, let's just have a look at the overhead proper, shall we? APU bleed can come on, that can come on, anti-ices will come on, that can come on actually, nav lights can come on, landing lights can come down but not on, IRS is set to nav, that's all fine up there now, these are all good, batteries are on, that's on that, oops. That's on. Jennies are off for now. Bus tyres on. Okay, good. So we're not going to suddenly run out of power. That's always mucho helpful. Okay, so block fuel. PFPX. Our block fuel was 6055. Clink into there, and actually we need to go into the load our passengers. Let's just pull this up onto my other screen so I can see what I'm doing. Summary, is it in the summary? 43 passengers. Scene 346. So that needs to be 57. So we're going to have 7 tons of cargo. 57.37, and it's 67.67. So it's going to be 7.3 tons of cargo. 673, yeah, exactly right. So that fits in with what PFPX just did on the random load. Why is that not going? I'm clicking it. Oops. That's how it's broken again. This keeps happening to me in this one. Okay. Do it another way. 606. Oh, that's worked. Hang on, so what's that giving us? A max gross weight 58.2, which is a touch heavy. $57.9, 200 kilos over. Sorry, 57673 is what we want. That's close enough. Right, okay, fine. I'll say fine. Something's happened. EGKK tower is on, ground is gone. 12422. We'll go over to him now. 12422. I am getting no sound whatsoever from the sim here. Why be that?
Runway 2 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 32011 knots. This will take off runway 26 left, squeeze it 1610. ETA2 November Lima behind the departing with Airbus A320 via Alpha 1, runway 26 left, line up behind. Behind departing with A320
Right, okay. Well, I'm getting, yeah. Right, that works now. It was not liking my headset for some reason. QNH is 1010. Hang on, let's get the latest status. So information Golf. 26 left, transition level 75, surface wind 32011 knots, variable 290350, visibility 10k or more, broken 3,800 feet, temperature +7, dew point +1, QNH 1010. Okay. So we're going to be that, so we're going to be 27 left. Hoping for the ADMAG 2 X-ray.
Contact lens in Petrona 132.16. Have a flight.
No, I'm not getting V-Pilot coming through my headset. No, what the hell's up with this?
Thank you very much for ATC 0610. EG82 November 26 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 32011 knots.
Oh, there we go. Can hear him now.
Clear for takeoff, EG82 November.
Okay, so we're loaded, we've got all that, that's fine, that's all fine. I keep knocking the parking brakes off here. I'm going to start Phoenix before I forget, and then we can call for clearance. Gatwick Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird 51 Kilo.
Speedbird 51 Kilo, Gatwick Tower, good afternoon, hello, pass your message.
Hello, so we're an Airbus A320 at gate 34. We have information Golf on board, QNH 1010, requesting IFR clearance to Innsbruck, please.
Speedbird 51 Kilo, Roger, cleared Innsbruck, ADMAG 2 X-ray departure, runway 26 left, and squawk 0367.
Brilliant, cleared to Innsbruck by the ADMAG 2 X-ray, runway 26 left, and 0367 in the box for Speedbird 51 Kilo. Awesome. Okay.
18 November Lima, contact London and Charlie on 32.6. That was a flight.
So AdMag 2 X-ray is in. No discontinuities there to worry about there. So 0367 in the box. 0367. And we'll put in TA only for the moment there. That's looking good. That can come on here. Antenna tilt will be above when we need it. I'm not going to turn the weather radar on yet because it'll fry everyone in the terminal, which would be quite funny. Anti-skids can come on now as well. So we can fire up the APU. And then we are ready for push. So APU's coming online now. So we do have altitude constraints, should I say. That'll be handled by the FMC, so I'll leave that for the moment. Just wait for the APU to come up. Looking down here, see? There it is. That's interesting. That should be reading 100% there. Maybe it's not because we've still got grain power connected. So we can now disconnect that. We can get rid of the chocks and the cones. Before I forget, that'd be quite funny. Take off with them still on. Alright, looks like we're not losing the chocks. Why not? Ah, have to have the parking brake on. That's pretty cool. So that's on, that's all on, that's looking good. Gen's on. Excellent. We are ready for push. And Speedbird 51 kilo, gate 34, ready for pushback, please.
Speedbird 51 kilo, Roger, from stand 3-4, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, 51 kilo. Okay, so it is time for pushback. Pedal disconnect. Engine modes to start. And we will start engine number 1. APU bleeds on, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, there it comes. No, I kicked my rudder pedals so they weren't centered. That's why it was a bit weird. Another speedy birdie. It's a jumbo. Not entirely sure where it's pushing us back to, but I'm going to stop it there. So we got a good start on 1. So there's 2 coming up now. That noise is your power transfer unit kicking in. It's always a good sign. Take flat 1. Now the next frequency I'll be going on to will be London Control on 132.6. So I'm going to key that in here. So then when I'm farting about on the climb, I only need to hit the transfer button. We need, what was our, I know what we've not done. We've not keyed our performance in. So let's get the performance data. Flaps 1 up 1.0. So 1 slash up 1.0 goes in there. Flex 255 goes in there. Our V1 is 141. That's quick. 143 and 144. Transition is 7,500. Oops. And our thrust reduction acceleration altitude, I'm going to put a bit higher. Oops. There, like that. So that's fine, performance is fine, fuel's fine. Excellent. So, good start on both engines then. APU can come off, Genis can come on, Pax can come on. Shuttle beacon light should have been on, strobe light can go to auto. Taxi light can come on now as well. And that's everything we need to do there. Pedal disconnect can go back in. Spoilers can go to arm. I'll do that now. It's probably a bit early. And then we can test takeoff. And we got takeoff normal. All green. Okay, excellent. So we're well ahead of the game there. That's looking pretty good. Speedbird 51 kilo, ready for taxi.
Speedbird 51 kilo, was your taxi hold point Alpha 2 via Lima Papa Alpha November.
Alpha 2 via Lima Papa Alpha November, Speedbird 51 kilo. Lima Papa Alpha November, Lima Papa is that one, okay, so this is Lima here. So let's show you where we're going then, so because I've got the chart in front of me. So Lima, Papa, oops, Papa, and then Alpha November, and that's Alpha 2 here. So that's Alpha 3. Alpha 2's there, so we actually have to go on Alpha Sierra, so he's giving us a duff thing there, but never mind, we'll let him off, So, taxi. Full left, full right, neutral. Full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, neutral. There we go, get some nose wheel steering, that's always helpful when you're trying to taxi. I wasn't a million miles away with my off the block time. So this scenery is Aerosoft, not Aerosoft, sorry, UK 2000 Gatwick Extended.
Friday 1125 Gatwick Tower, good afternoon, readability is fine.
Oh, and brakes are doing that sticking thing again. So here we are. Oh, that's not the view I wanted. That's the view I wanted. It's a bit of a quick turn as well. Hang on, let me just get my turn sorted. There we go. There she is in all her glory. Again, going a bit quick here. It's a bit of a PowerPoint show here at 10 frames. So, we're getting there, we're getting there. So, we can put the transponder on, we can put the weather radar on. That can go to auto, that can go to auto. Oh, shit. Ignore that. That didn't happen. That absolutely didn't happen. Oh, landing lights can go on to takeoff. All lights coming on now. That's what happens when you try and taxi too fast.
Speedbird 51 kilo, fire Alpha 1, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff, surface wind 340119.
Fire Alpha 1 clear for takeoff, 26 left, speedbird 51 kilo. So, good stuff, no greens. Got to straight onto the runway and keep it a rolling.
There we go, good afternoon, Speedbird 52 Papa X-ray, type A321 stand 136, information hotel, requesting IFR clearance as well. Speedbird 52 Papa X-ray, Gatwick Tower, good afternoon. Clear destination Villafranca, it's the Bogner 1 X-ray departure, runway 26 left, squawk 0342. Thank you, sir. Cleared as filed. Bogner 1 X-ray, 26 left, 0342. Speedbird 52 Papa X-ray.
Okay, so
Speedbird 52 Papa X-ray, correct.
Manflex, SRS and runway is identified as 26 left. Thrust is set. Oh, this is a D rate and a half, 80 knots. Quite a bit of rudder in here. See what, this is one hell of a D rate here. Oh, whoa Nelly, whoa Nelly. V1, rotate. Yikes! Wow! That was not leaving much, was it? Wow, wow, wow.
What's your pilot on?
Oh, the co-pilot's in. Hello. Nice of you to join us.
Speedbird 51 kilo, contact London Control now, 132.16, have a flight.
London 1326, thanks for the ATC, see you soon. Speedbird 51 kilo.
American 558 from November 2 Echo, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, the surface wind is 320 degrees at 8 knots.
From November 2 Echo 27 left, clear for takeoff from American 558.
London Control, good afternoon, Speedbird 51 kilo with you, 3,100 feet at Mag 2 X-ray out of Gatwick.
Speedbird 51 kilo, hello again. Squawk identity climb now, flight level 70.
Squawk Denson up to 70, Speedbird 51 kilo.
Speedbird 51 kilo, climb now level 290.
Up to 29 is 051 kilo. Okay, so up into operational climb. We're now
4911 Heathrow, make it next left when able, taxi right on Alpha, stand 509.
oh, I said hello again.
Right now, sir, and stand 509.
Someone else must have been on with the same call sign.
Control LOC is approaching the offline. Firm, leave heading 075 as clear. Okay, it's a 5 and will be seen east south, mark 004. I don't expect further descent in 5 miles. Or that's 804. Expect further descent in 5 miles. Copy the descent in 5 miles.
So I'm going to leave that on there because we've got the anti-ice on just as we punch through the cloud.
Correction, you wait for British Airways A320 passing right to left on Alpha, then taxi left Alpha and hold that line.
We're on to standard pressure now as we pass 7,500 feet, which is the transition altitude out of Gatwick.
American 107, give way to the British Airways A320 passing you right to left on Alpha, and then taxi left Alpha, hold at Lowman.
I didn't start the clock. Oops.
It was reporting British Airways in is left and pass full shot of Norway.
Royal Air Jet 800 Foxtrot, range
That's
of
one
29
mega
miles,
deep
runway
voice on that
27
chat, wasn't it?
altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1011. Down 4,000 feet, QNH 1011, Airmark 8004.
Dalton American 1208 is passing 1,900.
So there we are through flight level 100. So lights can come off. Anti-ice can now come off as well. That can stay on actually. APU bleed can come off. That doesn't need to be on now. And here she is, slamming it up to flight level 290. Let me just sort this out. Oh, no, I want that docked there, please. Thank you. That can come off. We can disarm the spoilers, so we've got no warnings there now anymore. We're on. Are we on TARA? We are on TARA. Tilt above. That's all good. That's all good. Oh, this is looking rather promising. Climbing up here and slowly accelerating.
20 degrees, Emirates 804. Super 768, taxi November Bravo 3 from November Bravo 3, runway 27 left, your clear for takeoff, surface wind 320 degrees, 8 knots. Taxi to November Bravo 3, and we're clear to go to SMS. American 107, taxi Alpha, hold November Bravo 2, Echo.
Oh, this is the really deep voice bloke.
Also November Bravo 2 Echo, America and 107.
Wow, awesome voice.
Well, I'm okay, 00 Foxtrot, descent altitude 3,000 feet, and left heading 18, correction, to left heading 0, correction, left heading 350 degrees. Left heading 350 degrees, down 3,000, 80 Foxtrot.
Shamrock 8004. Where the hell's he?
Sorry, on the speaker 768 with Mission November Bravo, sorry, November Bravo 2.
Oh, 800 Foxtrot.
That's totally fine. To maintain right on to November Bravo 2 Whiskey and from November Bravo 2 Whiskey data 27 message surface wind 320 degrees.
GMM. Wow, he's done a.
Speaker 768.
Where's he come from? Oh, Morocco. Very nice. Ooh, Luxembourg's on.
Royal Amber 800 Foxtrot descent altitude 2,500 feet and that's heading 305 and clear high left approach runway 27 right.
So we are overhead AdMag now. Next stop Dover. Bit of a crosswind, not too strong. 15 knots, 14 knots even. Not a great deal of traffic around us actually. There's quite a few coming into Heathrow off our left side, but they're much further over there.
EC56 Foxtrot Whiskey flight level 240, 20 nautical miles inbound Resto.
256 Foxtrot Whiskey, standby.
We have a Skyways -8 actually off our right hand side. He's already at 20 something thousand. 23. Flying down to Zurich. So reasonably similar-ish route. No, not quite actually, because we're coming in north side, aren't we? Yeah.
American 107 on my 37 left, step take up, surface wind 320 degrees 8 knots.
Air takeoff 27 left, American 107.
Control, Mark 0 Fox established dead right. 267 aggression 76 London hello, rocket entering time now, flight level 150. I didn't know for your speaker Control, Mark 800 Fox 27 right. What? 800 Fox established 27 right. Right, 27 right, continue approach, break, American 558,
That's going to be one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Oh my god, that is proper funny.
Foxtrot runway 27 right, close to down, surface wind 320 degrees 8 knots. And 27 right, hammer, it is
Oh, that is proper funny.
And ET56 Fox Whiskey, your 18 for 1 Juliet arrival, descend when ready, 140, level by Ampton.
13 Auckland Juliet, arrival 10 flight level 140, level by Ampton, EC56 Foxtrot Whiskey.
So, have we got any other air traffic in... Yeah, we have. 5 Foxtrot Whiskey is not on there, that's annoying. Speedbird 108, can't see him on there. Got some choppy down here. Oh, these are all still at Gatwick, aren't they? Wow, textures. Speedbird 5, which one was that? 965. Where is he?
107 squawk ident and climb now, flight level 150.
Squawk ident, climbing 150.
I can't even see him. Oh, there he is.
Speedbird 768, climb flight level 370.
370, Speedbird 768.
He's on a very weird ass approach into Heathrow. Oh, now he's on the floor. Oh no, it's just he disconnected.
American 107, I forgot to look at your flight plan before you departed. The maximum flight level from London to DMA to DMA is flight level 180, so you will have to accept that if you find that through.
If I'm not checking what is the flight,
That is correct. Continue climb flight level 180.
Is there a 777? American 777, Heathrow to Manchester. As you do. Might be a pre-positioning flight, actually. Or just not a real-world flight, each their own. So here we are, almost over Dover now. Over to Unicom, thanks for the ATC, see you soon, 5-1 kilo. So, over to 1228, and we are on the Unicom Madness. So, up we go to 37. Hopefully, FSX is going to sort its garbage collection out so it can actually load the textures in a minute. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Ugh. Oh, this is why I want P3D. But I can't afford it all, so that ain't happening. And the very small amount of money that I was hoping to make from doing streams, which now I won't make anything. I've not made anything, but I won't make anything because of the new YouTube rules. Unless anyone's feeling kind and starts donating, I won't be in a position where I can buy P3D and the add-ons and stuff, I'm afraid, troops. Not until I start feeling a bit richer and work give me a bit more money, which is not likely to happen, as I'm sure everyone's well aware. FSX, sort it out. So I'll close PFPX down now. Pile of garbage anyway. So that can go. Let's just get rid of as many things as I can. So we won't do the return flight. But I am very tempted, particularly if Salzburg Tower stays on, to then do a little hop from Innsbruck across to Salzburg. Now, probably stay in the 320. I'd love to do the Dash 8, but changing aircraft like that will involve me restarting the sim. I'm not sure I can be bothered. Oh, but I'm going to have to restart it if I want to put a new flight plan in. Oh, that's effort. So why is the co-pilot not working? Let's go to the configurator. Fade out, okay, login, fine, yeah, whatever. See, the thing is, I can't even get the checklist without the co-pilot, which is really irritating. And I don't know why. So I'm just going through the configurator now, seeing if this helps. Still having none of it, is it? Looks like I might have to reinstall it again. So all I seem to do is reinstall flipping Airbus. I don't know why. Excuse me swallowing myself. Oh. Seatbelt signs can come off. We're nearly there at cruise. Cock. Trying not to giggle at cock. And here we are then in Cruisamundo. Oh, really though? Load the flaming textures. Oh, my favourite view, where is it? There it is. Oh, I bloody love that view. Absolutely love it. Wish I had a higher resolution monitor so I could see that detail better. That does look absolutely top in that view. So, our estimate flight time now then. .46, so yeah, 40 minutes or so. So we'll look at the approach then. So, Tulsi, so we'll be on the arrival. Right, okay, so I need to pay attention with what I'm keying in here now. So, the circle to land after 11.1 or 11-2. So 11-2 is the special LOC DME East. And does that mean it's the dash R? Right, yeah, that is. So that's the special. Now, I wonder if, though... key in. So, can we do 08 Yankee and Zulu? No, I don't. We're not doing either of those. So yeah, so I do have to key in special Tulsi insert. Right, so now what we need to do is, remembering this chart here, it's at DME 4.2 that we cheese it. So let's get rid of that from there. So we get from Rattenberg to there. So LOC 14, hang on. So we're coming from 11.2. So having established effective external visual reference between 6.3 OEV. The flight will be continued with visual reference. Okay. Excuse me. So what I want to be able to see this map here. So LOC 14, not quite sure what that means. Oh, so that's 14 DME from, excuse me. And that's 6.3 DME then. Right, okay, which is on the chart. So then we go to 4.2 LOC. Which wasn't that one. Oh, hello. How many miles away is this? No, it doesn't say. Might be that one. It's not that one. How do you key in? Stop moving shit. There we go. LOWI 2.6. So I want OEV 4.2, don't I? Just let me type that. OEV 42. No. Why has it just scrolled me all the way up there? No. Okay, so let's Google it. Okay, so can I just key in? Can fix info, right? So OEV, and then I want a radial of 255 and a radius of 4.2. I'll put a decimal in there. So now, if I scroll down here, we have a range ring. So that's at 4 miles, so it's actually before then we'll need to turn. And then I want another one. So actually I don't want that there. And I do want that discontinuity there. And I want another one at OEV 3.5. OEV 3.5. It's not going to let me do that, is it? Well, if I do 3, I know it's halfway between the two. I've just realised it's not a radial of 255 I want, is it? It's the 180 off that. So that's 50, so that's 75, so it's 075. And then, yeah, and that's what we want. So if I scroll down to this now, come here, yeah, that's right, and then when that intersects here, we turn left at 4.2, so just before we hit that circle, we'll come round and it'll all make sense then because we'll be visual. Awesomes. Let's come off plan mode into no zoomed out of UE. There we go, something like that'll do nice. Oh, he's close. Who the chuff was that? Oh, come on. That was very close. Nice. Well, that screenshot will be the thumbnail, I think, for the stream. And okay, so what we can do here is we can key in some data for landing to get it, because it's not going to change too much, but if it's already keyed in, it means it saves us a bit of time keying some stuff in if things don't change. 1803 knots. One minus one. Oof, it's cold. QNH 007. RO8 1995. Right, okay. We've got a transition of. Good question. Minimum outs there. Missed approach procedure. Transition level by ATC. So we'll do 10,000. And then we will do our minimum decision altitude. Circle, there we go. After approach 1-2. Is 1793 feet radio. 1793. It's very precise. Which it doesn't like, so that's far too high. 3700. Barrow. So that's that in there. No, I don't want to do that. I do, in the RadNav though, want to key in an ADF frequency for Innsbruck, which is 420, onto there. And I'm going to flick the ADF onto that side. And I do want Rattenberg as well, which is 303. Cool, so they're in there ready to go when we need them. We've got a new optimum flight level. I don't think we had a step climb in our plan, did we? No, we did not. We've still got a reasonable amount to go, so we will take that new optimum flight level. And what I want to do is after the Rattenberg NDB, so let me show you what I'm looking at here then. Center screen. So we're coming in, show you the full thing. Coming in via Tulsi, down into Rattenberg here. That's Rattenberg there. From there we turn right, intersect the localizer here, which is an offset localizer. Fly dangerously close to this peak here, 7,690 feet. Wowzers. So that's the Rattenberg NDB. Then we've got RUM here, this NDB, which we will overfly just before we hit 4.2 DME, there, 4.2 miles. At the 4.2 mile point, which is here, that's when we turn left. There's the Innsbruck VOR there. So it's not quite shown here, but the RUM VOR is round here somewhere. I've got a feeling one of them isn't actually on FSX. Got a funny feeling about that. So what I really want is, rather than the Innsbruck, I want the rummy VOR, sorry, NDB, which is 320. So I'm going to have that there. TY. Right, that's wrong. So can I do it by its designator? Yes, I can. That's pretty cool. Didn't know you could do that, actually. That's very handy. Now, the localizer is on a frequency of 111.1. So just keep spamming 1 and put a decimal in there somewhere. 11111. Which goes plonk into there on a course of 255. That's an offset ILS, don't forget. Which means that the two don't line up. So if I was to show you, I've got a scrap of paper, I'm actually going to draw on this. No, I'm going to draw on this. So there we go. There's a runway. Whoa. Look at that. Can you tell what it is yet? Normally the ILS would be in line with the runway. Yeah? Hopefully you can just about see that. An offset ILS is exactly what it says on the tin, offset. And what you do is you follow this ILS, which means you can follow the glide slope all the way down, but then when you hit a particular distance, then, because this actually isn't particularly drawn well, it would be more like that actually. There. When you hit a particular distance, you turn off the ILS, as in you either disconnect your autopilot or stop flying it if you're flying it manually, and because at that point you should be visual, and then you execute a standard visual approach from that point. If you're not visual, you obviously have to go around, but you would probably hit your minimums well before then anyway. So, looking pretty good. So I've got the charts we need. They're there. Let me come off there so it's not getting some weird look there. There we go. So we got Rattenberg keyed in here. We got Rum, which is pretty much the point where we will turn off. Turn away from is probably the terminology I should use there, the ILS. So that's all good there. We're now cruising nicely at 390, so we'll be able to save a bit of fuel there. In fact, what's our estimated fuel on board on arrival? 2.4, 2.5. Oh yeah, destination estimated fuel on board 2.5 tons. Good stuff. So yeah, we're just plodding along in the cruise here. There's not really a great deal to do. So I might go and grab myself a cheeky coffee. And when I say a cheeky coffee, what I really mean is a glass of wine. Yeah, why not? Right, be right back, folks. Typical, isn't it? Get the pos wrap just as I leave. There we go. Blink. Right, be right back. Alright, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Back again. Tell our friend. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. Just gonna have me muffin. With a half a ton of butter on it. Hope you didn't see that. Traffic. Actually, I know what we haven't done. We set the tilts. Or zeroed the tilt, should I say. So, who have we got up ahead of us then? Oh wow. Right, well, we've just overflown Frankfurt. That's why it's particularly busy. Oh, and we're actually following up behind this chap. TRA. Oh, I'm rubbish with airline codes. Who's TRA? See if you can comment below before I figure out who it is in the Google. Wiki, actually. TRA. Oh, hang on. Come on, find TRA. Oh, Transavia. Yeah, of course it is. So Transavia 201 737 Amsterdam Schiphol to Munich. Oh, we've just been overtaken beneath us as well. Another Transavia. Oh, you cheeky little chicken. Oh, this is screenshot central. Screeny shotty. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. User error. Oh, I can't believe we've just been overtaken from below. However you want to put it. That little sod. I could up my cost index here. I'm not going to. We're actually quite a high angle of attack here, so we could happily go a bit faster. Now this Transavia in front of us is... Oh, they're both going to Munich. So that's 51 Yankee. And there we are up above him. And now 320. He's here in his 7.3. He's got his mucker up ahead of him as well. Transavia 201 Whiskey. It's there. We're out of visual range of him. We are in the sim anyway. So if we go back to 51 Yankee. Oh, we're right above him. Look at that. There we are. Look. Hey, that is wicked. Oh, I love it. He's only just going quicker than us. We're doing 258 ground speed. He's doing 458 ground speed. He's doing 469. He's only doing 11 knots faster than us. We'll stay here on our cost index of 15. We'll keep plodding along on that. Salzburg Tower is still on. It's been on over 2.5 hours now. So, what I want to do is, let's see if we can go to GoPro view. Where's he gone? No! Wait, what? Where's he gone? Oh. He signed off. He has, he's gone. He's dropped off that spy and everything. Oh well. Well, it makes the descent a bit better because we were going to have to start descending fairly soon, and that's him being below us is obviously a problem when you're descending. Don't really want people below you. It tends to get in the way. Particularly if you don't slow down before you start your descent, because then you start accelerating towards them, which is even worse. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. So has he come back on? I don't think he has he? No, I think he has well and truly deaded himself. Well, we got the screenshot in first. That was I suppose the important thing, because that looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that did look really pretty cool. Now, what traffic have we got coming into Innsbruck then? That's the other thing. There's a couple of dudes. Oh, flipping hell, still absolutely donkey's years away. There's a couple of dudes very close in, but they're in light aircraft. PC-12s. Oh, Christ. Okay. They might cause an issue. I'm hoping they're going to be down on the deck before we get there, though, actually. We've got a guy who's just taken off from Gatwick. Ah, doing the same flight as us. Speedbird 51 Kilo Alpha, this chap is. And another chappie. Which isn't showing up yet. Oh, he's just arrived. Oh, and there's a Ryanair. 738 Ryanair 202 Manchester to Innsbruck. They're miles away. We've got a Transavia out of Schiphol as well, and then we've got a chap who's currently flying the wrong way, which is quite funny, from Moscow, but he's currently flying back to Moscow. Which is a bit weird. They're Russians. No one knows what they're really up to, do they? Eh? Okay, so really all we've got to worry about are these two light aircraft. So let me show you what I'm looking at. So here we are on VAT Spy then. There's us here. We've got the Transavia out to Schiphol. We've got the Ryanair currently sort of coming towards Calais here. We've got the other chap, William Sambrook. Is he BA virtual as well? I don't know. I suppose I could check. Let's have a look at the live A cars for BA. Oh, there's quite a few of us here. William Sambrook. Yes, he is. He's flying for BA virtual as well. So good luck to you, sir, on your flight. We've got the dude who's... Obviously, I thought he was originally coming out of Innsbruck, but he's not, because the dash line is where you're going to. Solid line is where you've come from. You've already done it. And he's, yeah, most definitely flying back to Shemarati Teyevo. Moscow. There's Minks on. Warsaw. We'll have to come and do some flying round sort of Indonesia way. It's lovely down there. AIC-1. Jesus Christ, that's a flight and a half, isn't it? Seattle to Taiwan. Holy moly, that's a long way. You crazy person. So what, he's already been on 4.5 hours. And he's not due for another 6 and a bit hours. God, 10-hour flight. Okay, it's not quite as far as I thought it was, actually. Still 10 hours, don't get me wrong, it is a blooming long way, but it's not quite as far as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to dock that over there, actually, thinking about it. So let's go back to here. We're coming up on this Transavia, who is actually flying a good 60 knots, 50 knots slower than us. We've just got to watch him. He's going into Munich, so he should start breaking off left. So we're not far from top of drop now. We're going to initially go down to 9,500, which we need to be at or above at Tulsi, and then still at or above at Rattenberg. So let's get that pre-keyed in here, but I'm not going to drop it yet. Then I'm going to check what we've got in our flight plan actually. So Tulsi at or above, so that's saying A flight level 95 is what we want it to say. Is it A95 or is it 95A? Constraints, that's what I want. So I want plus 95 there. Did it work? Oh, you suck. Okay, well, whatever. Something's keyed in there, isn't it? And then from Rattenberg, right, CL 26. So I don't know what that one is. We've got localizer 6.3, so 6.3 miles. We're going to be at 4,400 at, which we've got there. But I don't want to be at or above, I want to be at 4,400. And then here I want to be at DME 9, yeah, 5,500. And LOC 17, I'm going to be at 8,700, yeah. Not at or above, I want to be at. What, 1475. Yeah, so it's got the numbers right, it's just not, I don't want it to be at or above, I want it to be at. So let's start the drop. At 26. 26 isn't on there, so we intersect at 19. So, right, we'll just let it figure that one out then. Okay, so top of drop. Down we go into the Alps. We still have that Transavia ahead of us somewhere. Let's see if we can have a cheeky look out the window. Oopsie. Come on. Textures, please. There's a chance he's not loaded in his light. He should be quite low by now, actually. Yeah, 16,500 is the latest from that spy. Those two light aircraft are now east of the airfield. 21,000 feet, it's quite high. Is it turboprop PC-12? Looks like it. Yeah, it is. Show you a picture. There it is. Bloody ugly thing, that, isn't it? Horribly ugly aircraft. Almost looks like a forward swept wing there as well. Not a looker, that one. So I can't see the dude in front of us. We'll put the radar on tilt below. See if he pops up on there. It's really struggling with the textures today, isn't it? So on tilt below, that's all good there. We've got weather radar tilt below here. That's on auto. That's all looking good. This is fine here as well. Got a V approach calculator 129, I think it was. 128 now. That's okay as well. So we're dropping down all right here. We're at the bottom of the speed bracket, which I'm happy with. Now the height that we need to be at when we break off the NDB, break off the ILS even, is 3,700. 44. Let's try this again. Doesn't like it, does it? So it'll be 3,700 anyway that we go to. There he is. Well, there someone is. That is Munich Airfield, eh? Yeah. Transavia. I don't think that's the Transavia. I think that's the Air France. Even is it Air France, AFL? Or is it Aeroflot? Do Aeroflot still exist? That's a good question. Oh, we may never know. Oh, there we go. This is Aeroflot. So these apparently do still exist. There you go. Learn something new every day. So we're starting to get down now. Let's put the terrain radar on. I think we're going to need it. And it's cold down where we is going in them hills, so we'll flick some anti-ice on as well now. When we get a bit lower, I will flick the APU on as well. Seatbelts can come on now. Well, these two Pilates, they're going well out wide. These guys could be a problem. Oh, right over the top of Munich now, I think. There's football stadium, assume Bayern Munich. There's that Aeroflot. Right, might have to start thinking about punching something into Unicom here. Okay, so that's that keyed into VPilot. Another cheeky swig of wine. It's about to get exciting. This is one hell of an approach. If you've never seen it before, it's good fun. It's hard work, good fun. But yeah, it's his hard work, and being dark as well isn't going to help this. These two Pilates are going to pee me off. Look, there's one of them there. Well, I'm going to call in a second anyway. Didn't save those. Gee, Chris, no flight planners, just fucking called. And what a surprise. Now the Pilatus flipping put in that they're on approach. Shush, I know. So there they are. There's the two Pilatus even. Which are coming up as an A321. That sucks. There's G. Chris flying around. No flight plan. Come on, textures. This is really annoying me now. It's only a fresh install not that long ago. More wine, that'll stop me being angry, won't it? Jolly good. So, overhead Tulsi then. So, as a reminder... Oh, wow, you show up on the... Oh, what? I've just renewed my Navigraph subscription and I've actually... I was feeling a bit richer than I am and went for the charts as well. You actually show up on the chart, look. That's me, that arrow. That's me now, look at it moving. That's... Oh, what? That's nuts. Oh, proper liking that. Proper liking that. That is really neat. That's very similar to what it shows up on the Quality Wings Boeing 787. The Dreamliner. So we're plodding on down then to our constraint of 9,500 at Rattenberg. We will stay at that height. That's or above that height, should I say. And then we will fully configure very soon after that. Trying to gauge, I mean they're coming in pretty quick actually. They're doing 175 knots and 229 knots respectively. We will go on to the local QNH, which is 1007 once and twice. It was worth spotting. That actually put us below our altitude constraint there. That's something you've got to be really wary of round here with them hills. Very, very wary of that. Down come the slats. You can see the nose dropping there. So account for the slight increase in lift. So it gives us a better view. Before we were quite high nose up, we were over 5 degrees nose up before. Bring the slats down, we're now well below 5 degrees. So I can see more over the nose. We can flick some lights on now. I'm going to flick the APU on as well. I don't think that's standard procedure for BA. I do sometimes do it at airfields where an engine out is a bad day, a very bad day in the office. So yeah, look at this again. I'm not sponsored by Navigraph or anything here, but that is just mega. So here's the next chart. Now I wonder if it shows us on height as well. I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, having the APU on does gives you an option if you suddenly have to restart engines or anything like that. Because you've just got a bit of extra air. To that extent, I'll turn the packs off as well. You just want everything to be in your favour should something go wrong. When something goes wrong, should I say. Okay, so let's take medium brakes. Can pull that speed back a bit more now. 160 knots. It's a bit early, but it's alright. We're alright doing that. It's not too much of an issue. Put the marker on just for interest more than anything. Landing system can come on. And we can activate the approach phase. Take flap 1 now. Sorry, flap 2 even. And we should intercept the localizer in a moment. Wow. There it is. There's the glide slope. So we can go approach, put the second autopilot on. It's going to capture the glide slope. Now it's not plotting us on Navigraph, just if you are interested, it's not plotting us on the vertical profile. We're just on the horizontal. I'll quickly show you that. I've got a second. So it's just showing us here, but it's not showing us down here. That would be pretty cool if it did that. Well, it's pretty cool anyway, frankly. Right, so actually I want a vertical speed here. So we're going to take gear down. I'm going to take flap 3.
2,500.
This is where the GPWS goes absolutely spanner at you. So I'll probably end up turning that off reasonably soon. So I just wanted to send a touch quicker. Lot 14 we wanted to be 7,500. That's here. So we're all right. So you can see the runway there, look. Is at an angle. That's because we're on this offset ILS. I want to flick these back to the ADFs then. So we've already overflown we've already been over Rattenberg. So we don't need that, so we can put 420 in, I think it was, wasn't it, for Innsbruck, yes, there we are. And there it is there, that green needle has appeared. That points us towards the Innsbruck VOR. So this is all on, this is looking good here. We'll flick that on there, we'll flick that on there because we'll assume we've been given landing clearance. I'm just keeping my eye on those two dudes up ahead of us. Parking brake is off. A smidgen high. So we'll take flat full now. So it's a very early configured landing. I forget what the actual, this got a proper name. Good flare on those lights. How cool does that look? An early configured landing. I forget the blooming name of it. Ah, someone help me out. Black Box did a really good is it stabilized? Yeah, I think it's a stabilized approach, which is more or less, if I'm explaining it right, where you are fully configured at your final approach fix. So well early. So what's our heading here? 255. So it's going to start to get interesting now. Mountains are well above us. And we need to be down at, what was it, 3. Let's flick to the correct charts now then. 3,700 just before we hit this range ring here. So I'm controlling now the aircraft fully, well, via the autopilot for the moment. $2,500. Yeah, 4,300 there, look. Reduce this rate of descent. And we're almost overhead rum. So we're going to turn left, heading 230. Give us a smidge more speed. Is that the middle marker? So we come out just before the Innsbruck VOR and then turn right to heading 264. So there's the Innsbruck VOR here. God, we're low. How low is this? Look, this is an amazing approach. So we've just, the bleeping was
minimum
ELY 360. Continue. Oh, I'll tell you what, probably shouldn't continue, but I'm going to continue. Markers here. Yeah, ELY. Forget ELY. Who's ELY? I think we want to be a little bit further left than we actually are from memory, having flown this before. Possibly shouldn't continue here, but it's close enough. I can say I'm visual with the airfield, not visual with the church. That's the problem.
1,000. 1,000.
But it's all right because I know I can see us on here, so I'm reasonably happy.
1,000.
Right to 264, I think now. I don't really want to get much closer than this. God, imagine doing this in real life. And just in case you're worried, I am keeping an eye on the chart. We are actually inside of where we want to be, so we want to get closer to the hill if possible. Where's the church? Down here somewhere. There it is. There's the church. You see it on the tip of the pointer?
Autopilot off.
So there's the church. So we can begin our standard rate right turn. Round we go. This is where auto trim is very handy in this thing.
1,000.
So all green on the landing checklist there. You can see the aircraft giving it all the beans on here. See the stick's not moving. I'm not touching the stick here, and it's really fighting to keep this going. Look at that! Imagine flying that! Wow! Oh, and I've not turned anywhere near tight enough there. That's pretty much what I do every time I fly this approach. I don't fly it tight enough. I should be alright actually to get this down, as long as it keeps those engines feathering nicely. It's 2 white, 2 red. That's looking good on height.
500.
Showing we're bloody miles off the centre line. Oh shush, no we're not.
400. 300.
Are you really going to send me a contact me when I'm on short final? What a knob.
$100, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
And there we are. Medium reverse is green. Decel nicely here, decel nicely. I can't believe that dickhead just sent me a bloody contact me when I was on short final on a circling approach. Are you having an absolute giraffe, mate? I'm not going to contact him for that exact reason. It just completely put me off my approach then. Not that it was a good approach to start with, but... Daniel Reckberger. Oh, you can get stuck, you can get wrecked for the minute. Let me just get off the runway. Right, that can go to there. Weather radars can come off now. Flaps can come up. I can stop being angry. Terrain radar can come off. Don't want that anymore, that's for sure. Taxi lights can go to taxi. Put the packs back on. Get the passengers warmed up again. Anti-ice can come off. Everything else is looking good. And you know what? I'm just not going to contact him. Yeah, I'm going to go straight ahead here to one of these gates and just cheese him off. Right, and there we are, down. APU's already on, so engines can come straight off. Taxi light can come off. Strobe can come off now, beacon can come off now. Turn off lights can come off now. And we can have a bit of a looky outside at this wonderful aircraft as the engines spool down. And we get, oh hello, that's not what I wanted to press. That's gone. As we look at this wonderful, wonderful jet plane. Let's go with some of that, some of that, some of that, and some of that. Let's go with some of that, some of that, and some of that. Oh, it is working. That one's not there, that one doesn't want to work. Put the external power on, which means we can take the APU off. Packs can come off now as well. APU bleed, window heat can come off. I don't know why that door won't open, but it's having none of it. And there we are. I was going to fly to Salzburg, but not if this absolute plonker's on. He's a C1 as well. Don't send someone to contact me when I'm on a short final on a flipping circling approach. Wow. Come on, dude. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. Right, okay, I'm going to stop my whinging now. Let's open the windows. And make me feel better. Bit of fresh air. Oh, it's cold. Too cold. Shut the windows. So, let me finish Phoenix. What was our landing rate then? What do we reckon? 138 feet per minute. 138. Pretty good. I'll take that for Innsbruck. I'll take that any day, actually, for anywhere. That's quite good. It's you don't want to be too heavy. You don't want to be above 250 feet per minute. You don't want to be too light either. If you really put it down very gently, there's a risk that the aircraft won't sense that you've actually hit the ground sufficiently, such that then the spoilers won't deploy. And the aircraft won't think it's on the ground. That's not a position you want to be in. So you do need to hit the ground with a sensible force, but obviously you don't want to absolutely cream it into the ground for obvious reasons. So I do feel like doing another flight, I must say. Where should we go? Or should we do some military stuff? That could be fun. What aircraft have I got? I've got a Harrier, haven't I? So let's put the center screen back on. Jet streams. Oh, we've got a UFI. We could go and fly a UFI. So, right, okay, yeah, no, let's absolutely do some Typhoon ops. We want... I don't know which one we want. 11:30. Let's just go with that one. Okay, and let's go to airport. Coningsby. We'll go on to the mill ramp. Oh, I didn't want to do that, did I? To open up the Navigraph charts again. We'll go and fly over to Wales and then we'll go and cream it round Wales for a bit. So, let me find the charts, so I'll make sure I get into the corridor. I completely forget where that is. I know it comes overhead where I live. Litchfield radar corridor, that's where I want to get into. Which comes there. Okay, so first of all, let's disconnect and then, right, what call sign are we going to have? This is important. So, six squadron, no, we probably want... Let's go with 6 squadron, Coningsby. So let's do Venom. Venom 6-9er. We'll clear the flight plan. Go send and receive. We'll do Coningsby, which is... Coningsby's ICAO. Coningsby ICAO. EGKC, that's it. EG and then EGKC, and then Cranwell is that one I should know. Yankee Delta, that's it. There's the alternate. Yankee Delta. File flight plan. And we got a chappie up out of Marham in a tornado. There's a hawk flying about as well. So, right, let's see if I can remember how you turn this flipping thing on. So, ground power unit is connected. Anti-collision lights can come on. Pitot heater can come on. So, hang on. Gotta bloody remember this now. Avionics are on. Master's on. Fuel. Fuel probe doesn't need to be out, obviously. Starter can come on. And oh crumbs. See, I've moved my viewpoint now. We will need some fuel, that'll be helpful. Let's go to the max, shall we? Max fuel. .22.8. That's on, that's on, that's on. On. Why is the engine not starting then? What have I forgotten? What have I forgotten? What have I forgotten? Where's the fuel? I've forgotten something really blooming obvious, and I have. Avionics are on. Starters are on. Why have we got no fuel then? Ah, there we go. There we go. Winning. Right, okay, so chase plane, cockpit, yes, assign button, confirm, we're going to need that, motion effects, yeah, they're in, good, 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 good. Right, okay, so Litchfield corridor takes us there, so we want to go pretty much due west. Right, so let's get the hood lined up. That's what I want. That's my view. Update position. Cool. Right. Okay. Now we're getting good. So Coningsby up here. So we want to come down on the corridor somewhere down here. Well, we'll go. We can put Welshpool NDB in. ADF of 323. So that's in there. Oh, we've got a Welshpool VOR as well, 11595. Oh, hang on. 11595. There. And we got Shawbury, 168. Okay, so they're in. Need to remember how the hell you turn this on. No, it's that one. Terrain. Okay, so that's looking good. So what I want to do next is remember how on earth you key in nav stuff. There it is, that's what I wanted. Course of, well, I want a track of 2.625, call it. Which I've just keyed into course, which isn't helpful. So we're going to go to 2.5. At a speed of many. At an altitude of 7,000, we'll go with. I'll put a vertical speed in there, so reasonably modest. Right, okay. Excellent. Okay, so we're ready to taxi. We need to get rid of the ground power. And yes, we are now ready to taxi. Now, the runway is 180 left, back there, okay. Right, let's do it. So let's turn that one off here. Let's put let's put the flare on, shall we? Flare, is that the best view? Oh, that one's pretty cool. It's a nice rock, this thing. There's the contacts, that's Merta. I don't know what the call sign that is. Oh, Marham Tornado. Ah, we've just got London Control come on. Oh, okay. That throws a spanner in the works. It's been on 0 minutes. So 123.9. Okay, so let's get on frequency. Oh, missed it. 123.9. Swap.
Miles inbound. One Nomad on the control. Hello, Bovington 1 Bravo arrival. Hello, Bovington 1 Bravo arrival. General 1 Hotel Mike. No, sorry, good afternoon, Jersey 4. Juliet Box, I was you. Flight of 200 and up in. London, good evening, Silver 804 Heavy, inbound, ticket with you. Okay, can we just, like, listen in when we tune the frequency, please? Jersey 4, get Foxtrot, London, hello, Squawk 6, question 0345. Okay, so 345, Jersey 4, sorry, good evening, Kestrel 56 Victor, street fight of 170 for 190 Monthly. Kestrel 56 Victor, London, climb flight 350. Climb flight 350, Kestrel 56 Victor, cheers.
Good evening, MS 163 flight 138 towards Penal.
And it's Australia, London, Legend.
Okay, there we go. I've just sent him a message.
Good evening, Wellington 3 Kilo, fast develop 2504, develop 270 at Lombo. Yes, 7 Kilo, London control, Squawk 0310. 0310.
Overall, Silver 804 Heavy, flight level 370, inbound, Bravo Uniform Kilo, Uniform.
Right, yeah, we got the OK from London Control.
Silver 804, London, Squawk 0307.
Please say again, Silver 804.
Silver 804, Squawk 07.
First part I didn't hear from the squawk.
There we are, power. So, a non afterburning takeoff here. Oh.
Okay, just again, it's going to be a bit frequency. We're going to have to let people actually like read back and stuff. So should we have better send flight level 8 then? Alright.
I need to American 260 with you 6000.
American 260, London, Squawk ident, climb now, flight level 150.
Up to 150, 260.
Go on in control, contact 41 with you, currently holding 100. Station calling you, correct impulse. 841. Qantas 841, Roger, Squawk 0330. 0330, Luke, will be using Rhino.
Why is the engine stopped?
So you can confirm Rhino 73 Kilo. Okay then, 20123, fly heading 080 degrees, descent at level 120.
Heading 080, descent 130.
Shuttle 2 Papa, contact Manchester radar, 19.575.
So that was weird. I don't know why it killed the engine there.
Manchester 1.452. Wait. Rock 1 Hotel Mike, when ready, descend flight level 200. one hotel mark already, descending flight level 200 with that. Confirm. Ryanair 73 Kilo Alpha London section.
Roman Central, good afternoon. Echo Whiskey Delta 001, Cessna 172, with information Papa, pound T55, request taxi clearance. So VFR, Echo Golf, Bravo Bravo.
Echo Whiskey Delta 00, I'm going to call radar 111 with decimal 850.
So then,
Okay, I'll send it on text for you. Zero at Foxtrot, when ready, you could leave control airspace on track Gallery, descending flight level 8 to 0. Okay, when ready, clear to leave control airspace, right fully, and then flight level 8 to 0. Only control, leading into 352 out of 3.6, 4 out of 2 Golf. Super 352 London Squawk, then climb now, flight level 1 minus 0. Flight level 0, Squawk,
Okay, so on heading hold, climbing up to altitude 5,000 feet, currently just passing 4,000 feet on the radar.
Descend flight level 140. Descend flight level 140, level 3 Foxtrot. London Centre, EG922 with you 4,000 feet. EG922, London Control, Squawk, ident, right for altitude 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet, EG922. I'll just put Ryanair 73, can you go with the altitude Charlie alarm? Ryanair 73 Kilo, yeah, that's fine. Just reporting descent. Yeah, aircraft will be descending at about 10 knots per mile. Ryanair 73 Kilo, roger, when ready, descend flight level 200. Thanks. Right, so to be submitted with you flight level 2402. Ryanair 3782, London Hello, Squawk 0351.
So,
1-2 train descent to altitude 6,000 feet, UNH 1012.
Altitude 6,000, UNH 1012.
London Direct Cargo 209 Weekend, first level 180.
Direct Cargo 209 London Control, hello, Southampton 1 Bravo, local landing runway 02.
London Control Direct Cargo 209, repeat your arrival, please.
Should send text for you?
so flying quite nicely here.
Right here, Speedbird 337, Brooklyn to Department with 3,900, 6,000.
Tearing arse at 3.
337 London Squawk, I don't climb now, flight level 130.
High end to climb flight level 130, 337.
Short 3 Foxtrot, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 8 to 0, 3 Foxtrot.
London Control Direct Cargo 209, Sierra Alpha Mike on back arrival, runway 02.
Easy, 922, flying now, flight level 10.
Climb flight level 10, easy 92. Oh, control contact.
Central Station Break is 141, climb right level 190, it's a Willow Tree, climb right level 1B265.
How are we able to get interact with that in chat?
Okay, so I'm going to turn right a bit just to avoid Birmingham.
A321 out of Birmingham. Westport 5,000 level 6,000 feet.
FSX 8011, hello, route direct CSUS, climb flight level 160.
Direct CSUS, climb flight level 160, FS APH Lima.
Emirates 163, when ready, descend flight level 200 to be level by backside. Emirates 163, when ready, descend flight level 200 level backside.
When ready, descend flight level 200 to be level by backside, Emirates 163.
Speedbird 352, climb flight level 290.
290, Speedbird 352.
Speedbird 123, turn left heading 330 degrees.
330, Speedbird 123.
Venom 4, direction Venom 69, enemy control.
Venom 69, go ahead.
Just approach on the East Midlands controlled airspace. To leave controlled airspace, you take up an easterly heading.
Say again, sorry, on the heading for Venom 69er.
Venom 69er, take up an easterly heading, then unable to remind people to do work right.
Roger, okay, we'll be leaving on an easterly heading. We'll do a 180 now, Venom 69er.
Silver 804, when ready, descend flight level 20, level by DME. Speedbird 123, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Altitude 4,000 feet, Speedbird 123.
123, climb flight level 350.
350, Speedbird 25.
Now, as you pull into that box, just confirm that you approach. Yeah, Fox 8, you have any approach you like, we'll be on 320 and please control airspace for any deconfliction. Deconfliction is
Longitude 8 is 388, caution level 380, we are ready to descend.
Station calling London, say again, call sign only.
EV 388 Golf.
EV 388 Golf, Roger, squawk 0353. EV 388 Golf, squawk 0353.
0353. EV 388 Golf.
Easy 122, flight level 190.
Flight level 190, Easy 922.
Easy 388, flight level 140, level Abcom.
Defense flight level 140, and say again, Easy 388 Golf.
Easy 388, to be level by Abcom. Right, 73 kilo, fly heading 145, big flight level 90.
145 down, start up 90, right into the room.
34 Juliet Foxtrot, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH is 1015. 1015 down. Through the 237, climb now, flight level 350.
Oh, now follow 350. This is 237.
Easy 922, route direct Redfern.
Easy 922, say again, please.
Easy 92, route direct Redfern.
Direct to Redfern, easy 922.
Airfront Bay 8, Yellow Lima, climb flight level 260, Ocean 31. Ocean 31.
Level 310, front 880.
Speedo 123, turn left heading 280 degrees, when established on the local angle runway 26 west, descend on the glide path.
Right, left 280 and roll course is 123. Under control, so you need to dictate them, don't start with you out of Manchester, climbing through 4,000.
Easy 68 Lima Delta London squad high then, climb now, flight level 190.
Flight level 190, squad high then,
I'm in control, looking for speaker 4 and flight board from Heathrow passing 2,708.
Speedo 2, location flight 0 under controls. Then climb now, flight level 90.
Flight level 90, speaker 450.
Right now, 73 kilo, turn left head 115, it's on runway 33. I'm running 33, left 115, Speedo 352, monkey income 122, that's right. Speedo 352, monkey income 122, that's right.
There we go, so that's Cromwell keyed in there. Oh, should probably change the stream. Eurofighter Typhoon.
With information off of 911 Yankee London Roger, send your cruise flight data link report ready for push. Quantum 1, descent flight level 150.
Channel 150, contact.
Press 16, train contact. Over. This is John Beverline. The metals from Minty income 122, that's right.
Okay, let's just climb up out of the clouds.
And that's 123, income 122. Thanks. 2 stations, both Glock, Bay Break, Shamrock 1 Hotel White, descend flight level 90. Descend flight level 90, Shamrock 1 Hotel White. Shamrock 1 White, contact Eco Director 119 and S725. 1975, Shamrock 1 Hotel White. Evening controls, Eagle still fully with you, watching black level 4050. 420, London control, Roger, climb now, plus 70. Going up to 70. Right now, 2782, climb flight level 300.
Flight level 300, speaker 450.
Speedo 450, that wasn't the, you can climb flight level 33, correction, 330.
Flight level 330, speaker 450.
Runway 73 kilo, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Okay, so we're getting close to the wash now. There's the wash here. You can just see it in front of us actually. So I'll flick the autopilot off.
Climbing 35068 Delta.
And just watch that speed. I'm literally... Look at the throttle. It's all the way back here. It's pretty much at idle. And we're still doing 400 knots. This thing is so quick. So here we are at the wash.
Red 115 London control, hello. Climb flight level 190. Direct. 190. EG17 Hotel Whiskey, run to Unicom 122, that's right. Cancel 56X, then run to Unicom 122, right?
Unicom 126, Cancel 56X, I'm too much, yes.
Golf continue present heading descent to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 012.
Lead for that,
Silver 804, contact Amsterdam 125.750.
125.750, Silver 804.
Silver 237, contact Amsterdam 125.750.
125.75, Stuart 237, thanks, bye.
Search calling you talking 5 feet, but coming to understand you. EG92.
So here we are, coming over to the easterly side of the wash.
Cargo 2090, suspicion of Qantas 841, descent to level 100.
110, that's at 4.
Ryanair 73 kilo, turn right head 150 degrees. 150, 73 kilo. Skyways 11 position.
Just watching that G meter, so it's just gone off the side there. That's our G force that we're pulling.
At level 5,000 direct Tampa.
And then if you heard out the next one, and then climb off flight level 3, on you
School in out to 350, 5990 Delta.
Easy 388 Golf West, uplift number localizer runway 26 left, descend on the right path.
What is the whistle? Yeah, that's on the device. Yeah, just off.
Jersey 4 Juliet Foxtrot Tower 134 decimal 375. UK Tower 13437, just for
Running control to DME of this scale of 1904 aspect level 260. Approaching kilo 1907 aspect level 260.
KM 197 in control, hello, Globe 1 Charlie, arrival runway 33.
Globe 1 Charlie, arrival runway 33, kilo 1907.
It's 4G Turner. There's the same barrier. Mach 1.2. 1.3. Not often you get speed like that on VATSIM. In controlled airspace. Oh, that's a 4G turn, you should be able to do that.
EG388 Golf, contact Gatwick 124.225.
124.225, so ready to go.
Quantity 41 descent flight level 80, fly heading 100 degrees.
And we are to your left 100 and down to 8,000.
At cargo 209 of descent flight level 70, fly heading 180 degrees.
Descent 70 heading 180, direct cargo 209 now.
Air France 88 Sierra Lima, when ready, descend flight level 260, level FSX.
Well, we're ready down to 260 level FSX, Air France 88 Sierra Lima.
Early landing control, see the Pro 1 Tango, checking in, descending to 130 on FSX 1, block arrival.
X-ray 1 Tango, London Squawk 032.
0332.
Golf on the 24, sorry, Minus 73 kilo, turn right heading 250 degrees. 250 degrees, just minus something good.
Oh, nice red out there.
Short on uniform London, hello, Bollington 1 Bravo, arrival, squawk 0344.
Bollington 1 Bravo 0344.
Shall we go over and do a low fly of Marham?
130, speed at 31 Tango.
Air France 88 Sierra Lima, to Uniform 122, right?
I think we should.
122 Air France 88 Sierra Lima, good night.
EG47 Echo Whiskey, good evening. Crossing flight level 170, flight level 100, inbound 100.
EG47 Whiskey Echo London, hello, London 26 off, descend flight level 90.
Flight level 90, Greasy 47 Whiskey Echo.
Ryanair 73 Kilo, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, turn right heading 300 degrees, to establish local over 3 triggers and nothing like that. 4,000 miles 300, the wind is looking at local 70 miles Ryanair 73. Short 7 uniform fly heading 160 degrees.
Yeah, 160 degrees, shuttle speed.
Kilo 1997. Possibility of any higher altitude, please.
Okay, 197 unable, you can expect descent in 15 miles.
Somewhere number for this is 15 on scale of 1 or 6.
Charles, so 7 Papa Level 543 down.
Short 7 Papa London, hello, Bollington, 1 Bravo arrival.
Obviously, Bravo arrivals.
Runway 117 Yankee, runway 33 clear takeoff, 1310 knots.
Clear for takeoff on the 3, helicopter given runway 117.
London Control, you're on a 505 flight, 70340 reach you.
We run a 505 on control, good evening. Day 2 Alpha arrival, squawk 0324.
Square 44, you're on a 505, please stay again, arrival, thank you. Thank you, then 2 Alpha, 505, my error.
Skyrise 11 mountain sugar.
Control, good evening, Sky 689, I'm with 5,000 feet to attack to the Alpha departure.
Skyway 689, hello, squawk identifying now, flight level 20.
Identifying now, flight level 20,
Speed 65. Transmission, keep there, roger, break, speed 655, climb flight level 2, true, you're in northbound, okay. Speed 65, turn left, heading 090 degree. Brilliant, Quantum 1 report, you're heading to Gatwick, 126.25.
128, 165,
Contact suite, easy 47 Whiskey Echo, contact Gatwick, 126.825.
126.825, thank you, have a good day.
Random Memo,
Skyway 17240, 4,400 to 6,000, Clapham 4XY.
Skies 1724 London, roger. Shuttle 7 uniform descent flight level 310.
Level 310, shuttle 7.
Runway 73 kilo, runway 33 clear command. Runway 73 kilo, runway 33 clear command, 3105 knots.
Runway 33 kilo.
Two stations both got a very great runner, 117 Yankee, report your passing altitude, climb now, flight level 280.
We are passing 3,000 feet, so repeat my flight level for 117 Yankee.
280.
After 280, 117 Yankee.
Direct cargo 209er, turn right 230 degrees, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, pitch 1013.
Right to video, descent 4,000, direct cargo 1209.
Okay, Skyrise 1725, route direct Clacton, time flight level 230.
Direct Clapham, flight level 230, Skyway 17240.
Speed level 115, descent flight level 150. Speed level 115. Yep, turn right, speed level 115, descent flight level 150.
Look at that altitude. We're out of Marham, look. I've hardly gone anywhere. I'm already at 30,000 feet.
Kilo 197, London 127.1. Speed level 31 Tango descend flight level 100.
100, 31 Tango.
Direct cargo 209 and turn right heading 350 degrees. When establishing lines of runway 02 to side path.
Turn right 350, direct cargo to 09 now.
Shell 7 uniform, when ready to send level 290, could you further descent approximately 1.5 miles?
Alright, so, questions.
So we're just going a bit quick here, actually. Flight level 440, 441. We're just through the same barrier, actually, which we shouldn't be over land. Forget how fast this thing is. So I'll pull the engines back. We'll bleed that speed off, and then we'll pull it down into a dive, and then we'll drop into conning speed down here, and that'll be us. So I've been quiet for the most of this flight. It's quite a high workload, actually.
90, speed level 31 Tango.
So over we go and down we go.
Skyrise 1725, contact London Control 127.1.
London 127.1, Skyrise 1725, thanks.
London Control, good evening, 35, Charlie passing 3,900, stand 1 minute, departure from Manchester.
Easy 35 Alpha Charlie, London, hello, Squad, climb now, flight level 150.
Doctor, 150, 65, Alpha Charlie.
Shell 7 uniform, resume navigation direct Bovington, descend flight level 150.
Okay, so joining Coningsby on finals.
Shell 7 Papa, contact London 127.1.
Or via finals, should I say.
127.1.
So coming in nice and quick here, 480 odd knots.
Easy 405 London, hello, the initial altitude 4,000 feet, stick to an X9 please, score guide and climb now, flight level 990.
Flight level 990, sorry. It's all kind of easy 45.
Speedbird 31 Tango, contact Gatwick direct 126.825.
Nice hard turn there. Oh.
Speedbird 31 Tango, contact Gatwick direct 126.825.
Get down.
Station calling. Okay, I'm on my ship. I did hand you over a while ago. You must have ignored me like the rest of them are doing tonight. Contact London 127.1.
No problem. When there's someone that's really 10 kid, I'm on NSA.
No.
Going 689, what's our start?
Going 689, it'll be a contact 1 Golf Hospital when ready.
Oh, that wasn't a very good turn, was it? Come on, Simon, you can do better than that.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So for anyone watching, that's a military approach where you join via finals. That is finals with an S. Finals with an S. Which is where you fly on the dead side of the airfield. At speed.
EG35 Alpha Charlie, trying flight level 1 minus 0.
Flight level 1 minus 35 Alpha Charlie.
EG35 Alpha Charlie, contact London 127.1.
127.1, EG35 Alpha Charlie, thank you.
Iran 505, contact London Control 127.1. Minus 69 Foxtrot Juliet, Monkey Income 122, that's right.
I'm on the control ground 5032.
Hello, that's 5005, yeah. I'm not going to ask you again. Listen to me, please. Contact London Control 127.1.
127.1, United 505. Thank you. Heading 150, speed level 15.
Shuttle 7 uniform flying heading 160 degrees.
Heading 160 degrees, shuttle 7.
Speed level 115, descent flight level 100.
It's just not enjoyable when I mean, alright, the pilots are being a bit of a pain in the ass, but he's being a massive cock.
Two stations both blocked.
Descend to 1100, speed level 115.
CC3 is Gold Papa with the Atlantis 3 actually.
EG Golf Papa London Squawk Island, call now flight level 290.
Down flight over 290, EG3 is Gold Papa.
EG45 request flight level increase.
Alright. Speedbird 115, turn left heading 080 degrees.
Left heading 080, speed level 1.
EG405, climb flight level 350.
7350, EG45.
Hello, Kestrel 3 hour whiskey out of Manchester, Samba 1 review, staff 2000. Kestrel 3 hour whiskey, and hello, let's hope you know what you're doing, unlike most people tonight. Squawk header, climb now flight level 190. Climb flight level 190, and I didn't on that Kestrel 3 hour whiskey, then. Shuttle 7 uniform, descend flight level 90.
So left heading 260, descent wind FSX on localizer, Tango Golf over 24.
Oh, just use connect please, Shuttle 7U, descend flight level 90.
Over 90, shuttle 7.
Speedbird 115, report you're heading to Gatwick, 126.825.
126.825, Speedbird 1.
EG68 Lima Delta, Minute Unicorn 122, that's right.
128, GTK, Lima Delta, absolutely top notch work. Thank you very much, good night. London, good morning, 7828, Papa flight level 380, inbound P6.
798, Papa Limit 10331, Bristol 1 Charlie.
That's a Bristol 1 Charlie, 728, Papa.
798, Papa 40331.
033128.
You're also going to inform the Zero navigation direct open to next landing. Yeah, inside the Zero navigation direct open.
It's probably good night, I've got you, so it's the menu.
Runway vacated.
Your Carlo 209, Roger, taxi stand 5.
Taxi stand 5, direct driver to 09. Under control, good evening, runway level 5 departing Gatwick, runway 2 X-ray departure at 4, by level 40, runway level 5.
Runway 145 London control, SWAT again, climb now flight level 190.
Up to 190, runway level 45.
Runway 145 SWAT again.
118 to Tango Golf Alpha 24, bye bye.
Oh dear, thanks. Short 7 uniform, contact TISO director 119 725.
Right, I'm going to sign off now anyway. This guy's just not being enjoyable, is he? But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the flight down to Innsbruck and the approach there, and a little bit of flying about in the Eufy here as well. But until next time, thanks for watching, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.